All right, next question. Actually received so many questions about this very thing, how to handle a man who runs hot and cold. She said, I can't seem to figure this out, and that's pretty representative of, that's probably the number one question I get, just in general, women emailing me every day, how do I handle a man, he's very into me one moment, he's not into me the next moment. So from my perspective now, I would say, what in the world would you want with a man who runs hot and cold? I don't want that for you. So what is causing you to stay connected to a man like this? And I definitely understand it, because this was certainly the type of man that I was attracted to before I turned some of these patterns around. So I know where you're coming from. I've been there, and it's absolutely possible to turn this around. Basically, I don't really know anything else about your situation, but feel free to type it in if you'd like. If not, I'll just sort of speak about this in general, because I did receive quite a few questions like this. So when any man comes towards you, you are warm and open and receptive to him. Any man. Okay, when he's not there, when he's not right in front of you, or when he's not contacting you, you are creating distance by taking your focus off of him completely and putting that focus on yourself where it belongs. Opening yourself up to the rest of the world. Certainly, feeding yourself. If men do what they want to do all the time. It's very, very simple. There's no reason to be confused. They just do what they want. So if they want to contact you, they will. If a man is not in the mood to be feeding you right now, from my perspective, it's like, what would you want with that guy, right? Sometimes things come up, there's work stress or family situations, and a man has other things to do. Of course, that's totally fine. But if this consistent pattern of he comes towards you, he gives you love and affection, then he takes it away from you, certainly I would not want to be with someone like that, and it's a pretty big indication that this is not the right man for you if it's a consistent pattern like that. So distance and warmth is the way to figure this out and make sure that the most masculine energy man is coming towards you. So the distance is, like I said, when he's not right in front of you, you are leaning back, you're not even thinking about him, you're not focused on him at all. And when he does show up, you are warm and open and receptive to him. So always, every situation with a man, you can ask yourself, where's the distance? Where's the warmth? Leaning back and opening up. It's basically the opposite of what we all want to do. We all want to shut ourselves down emotionally and then lean forward and make something happen, right? We close ourselves off and we want to lean forward. And what I'm asking you to do is the opposite, which is lean back and open yourself up. And really start asking yourself some questions like, what is it that is causing me to stay connected to a man energetically who is not feeding your soul and not coming towards you? Great question to ask yourself. These are some things I needed to ask myself when I was in this situation. So usually it speaks to this pattern that we all have, that's about how hard we had to work for love earlier in life. And I know this is a much deeper answer to your question than you probably expected, but I usually like to go really deep like that. So typically, if we learn that love equals hard work, struggle, pain, obstacles, uncertainty, or ambiguity, this is very, very common situation, that's all hooked up in our feelings of attraction. So if a man shows up who's just like loving you to death and wants to commit to you and just give you everything you're looking for, if you're stuck in this pattern, you typically won't want a man like that at first. So this is what you want to work to turn around. And then a man comes towards you who makes you feel like you have to work for his love and affection. It's just completely backwards. It's just the opposite of how it should be. So hope that was helpful. How to handle a hot and cold man. I got different versions of this question. Any man comes towards you, you're warm and you're open. When he's not there, you're creating distance. Not as a game or a strategy. Of course, as everyone knows, my work is not about games or strategies. It's just a whole new way to live your life. Outside of a man, and this is what creates that space for the right man for you to show up. So I hope that was helpful. And if anyone else has a question, feel free to type it in. Otherwise, I will go ahead and close out now. And this was just so much fun interacting with all of you like this. This was really the first step for me to turn my love life around. Basically, change my pattern so I stopped attracting men who really just weren't doing the job, who weren't stepping up in relationship. And this is my hope for you as well, to where if a man shows up and he's wishy-washy or he's just not right for you, you'll get bored with him. Truly. Like this question here, a man who runs hot and cold, that should cause you to get bored and lose interest quickly. So when his wishy-washy, hot and cold behavior starts to cause you to lose interest and feel bored and turned off by him, you know you're on the right track. That is your guide as to whether or not you're on the right track. For many women, you know, when a man goes cold, it sort of stirs something up in us, and it makes us want to lean forward and make something happen and grab hold of him. You know, that's why at auctions, you know, people end up with things they don't want because they're trying to make sure something doesn't slip through their fingers, right? So hopefully in time, after doing some of these tools, you will start to just feel so turned off and bored with any man who's not just completely doing the job and who's not willing and able to give you what you're looking for. Oh, she said, great answer, thank you. Oh, so glad that was helpful for you. So like I said, this is really the first step for me. Stop attracting the wrong kind of man so I can attract the right one. If you're interested in going further, anyone watching this, you know, my website and newsletters have so much information and tools. My ebook, Attract the Man You Want, should be very helpful for you too. I also have The Feminine Art of Attraction, which is an online course about overcoming the energetic disconnect with men and money and other things in your life like that. So you can just easily attract the love and relationship and abundance you want. And as many of my private clients will tell you, these tools actually work in all areas of your life, not just in dating and relationships. So that's what that one's about. A very powerful, interesting program. I've gotten lots of great feedback on that one. And then, of course, Effortlessly Attract Love is my audio program. It's basically everything I did to turn my love life around and attract my amazing husband and just have this great relationship that I didn't even know was possible for myself. So I did get some questions on, you know, how to go further with this. This was basically the first step, but it's truly life-changing if you can learn to turn some of these patterns around. So love and relationships are just easy and fun and effortless, how they should be. So I wish you all so much love and good luck with all of this. I would love to hear how these tools go for you.